Broadcasting live from an Airstream somewhere in Tornado Alley, bringing you the people, places, and stories from the Panhandle to the Red River. This is your Only in Oklahoma show.
Well, if you like Christmas lights, but you also like spooky stuff, we've got it for you with the Oklahoma Spirit Tours in Tulsa. I'm Brett.
And I am Harley.
Halloween's a wrap.
It is.
I will say this about Halloween. I think there was a lot of, is it going to be canceled? How are we as a society going to perform under such, I can't work under these conditions? I was out on Halloween and kids were out in droves. Teenagers were out in droves. People were still giving out candy. I think there was a lot of, I think when we were kids, you still had those neighbors that just put the bowl out and said, take one or take a ton. There was a lot of that going on. I didn't see a lot of, I think we thought there might be some candy chutes that went from the front door to the sidewalk.
Yeah.
I didn't see any of those.
No, I'll be honest, I saw a lot of people sitting out in their front yard or on the tailgate of their truck.
Or in the garage.
Handing out candy.
Yeah.
I think people are craving personal interaction.
Yeah.
Like real person-to-person interaction with somebody that they haven't seen every single day for 12 or 16 hours a day, every single day for the last year.
Well, and let's be realistic. It kind of felt like we're, for just a little while, back to normal. You know what I mean? And I think, and maybe it was the neighborhood I was in, the trick-or-treat distribution was pretty liberal. Like, here, take a handful.
Yeah, no, I definitely think people were celebrating, and I'm happy. I mean,
we haven't had a full moon on Halloween since 1930-something.
I feel like you're making stuff up, but whatever.
Fact check, Jamie.
I don't want to. Jamie.
Jamie, Google that.
Dude, if I get a tweet from Jamie going, that's true.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, Halloween on a Saturday, a full moon. The vibe was there, the chill in the air, the candy, the costumes.
It was a good Halloween weather-wise.
It was.
Especially with the ridiculous amount of drama from 3 days before with the ice storm.
I work for Home Depot. I can mention them because they know I have a podcast, but we literally couldn't keep a generator in the store on Thursday. I loaded 200-pound generators for 7 hours on Thursday.
That doesn't surprise me.
And now everybody's needing a chainsaw.
That also doesn't surprise me.
But from what I understand, we're getting another round of something next week or in the next few weeks. Yeah. That's what somebody told me. Now check the forecast, and that we're going to get some 60s, and then we're going to dip down again. So I don't know. It could be round 2, but I know people are finally getting electricity back on. Sadly, I only lost electricity for about an hour and a half.
Sadly? Why is that sad?
Because I feel bad. Because there are people right now that legitimately just got power back and haven't had it since last Monday.
And you feel bad because you did?
Yeah, I do.
Because you have,
Well, and there's a neighbor on the corner who has a pile of limbs that looks like she just pruned the tree, and there's a guy across the street that looks like, he's
building a log cabin
out of a 100-year-old elk that fell in about 24 hours. So, and your tree not looking too...
No, my tree is going to be horrible when they're done with it.
You going to cut it down?
They're going to cut it to the break points and trim it up. So basically it's going to be as tall as me. Instead of being 30 foot tall, it's going to be 6 feet tall and have no limbs. We're hoping it will grow back.
What's your cost on that? I'm just asking. Roundabout, what? I may need a tree trimmed is what I'm asking.
$500.
Oof. Golly. Yeah, that's a lot. Well, look, they didn't cancel Halloween. They're not canceling Christmas, and they're damn sure not going to cancel a creepy Christmas. We'll talk about that next. So I recently got a promotion, okay?
Okay.
I own a total of 3 collared shirts. Everything else is T-shirts.
How are they? Collared shirts?
Collared, not
collared shirts?
Collared shirts. I had to go buy collared shirts.
Why do you keep saying it like that?
Because now you've got me paranoid about how I say collared shirts. Okay, there's another word that I don't use right. Embroidery. But if I need some custom apparel. I need something to add to jazz up these plain Jane collared shirts.
I understand what you mean completely, because you were one of those people that doesn't own a regular t-shirt.
Unless I'm getting married or going to court, you're right. And I try not to do either one of those things very often.
Everything has to have a little flair on it.
It does.
I definitely see your dilemma, because how do you take a polo and have the Brett Manzer flair that is required for you to walk around in public?
Because that's a horse of a different collar, right?
Well, if you are having similar issues to Brett, we recommend that you check out Master Threads. They can embroider anything that you want on the front of your collared shirts. And you can get a free quote by calling 405-673-3787.
That's right. Or if you're on the internet, you can check them out at masterthreads.us. Okay, so Tulsa.
Whoa.
No.
Can we back up for a second?
Yeah.
Why do I always feel like you're rushing me?
Okay.
I always feel like you're in a hurry. You're like, hit record, let's go.
No, here's what you said. In full disclosure, every now and again we give people the fourth wall. You said, we got to get this thing recorded. Your kid is done.
Yes, but you are always in a hurry, no matter what is happening.
Because I feel like I've got an egg timer going off that shits its pants 3 times an hour.
Okay, so anyway.
Yeah.
It is shortly after Halloween.
Shortly after Halloween.
But it is not quite Christmas.
So with that, let me jump in. So this is what I've decided.
Are you interrupting me?
I am. We are going to take down the Christmas decorations tomorrow. I mean, not the Halloween decorations tomorrow. This is how fast I'm going. We're going to take down Halloween. The tree's going up this week.
Okay, that's just wrong. That's wrong
How?
on like on an elemental level.
Listen,
that is wrong.
I've got a tree down in the front yard. I need a tree up in the house. Go ahead.
So, can I continue my thought now that we know your plans for your Christmas tree, you damn weirdo?
Maximus Interruptus, go ahead.
What I was saying is Halloween's over, which means a lot of the fall festivities are over, and you don't really have a lot of there's not a Thanksgiving event calendar.
There's not.
A lot of people don't do things during this time. A lot of businesses, a lot of activities. There aren't a lot of things happening between October 31st and December 1st.
Well, and Thanksgiving as a holiday doesn't get a ton of love. You know, I mentioned today that the difference between Halloween and Thanksgiving is I eat candy for 31 days in October, and I only eat myself to death one day in Thanksgiving. So there's no Thanksgiving candy unless it's candy corn.
That's disgusting.
Or gravy lollipops. So yeah, Thanksgiving doesn't get near as much credit as it should.
So we have decided we're going to combine the best of October with the best of December and discuss the creepy Christmas activities happening in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Absolutely.
Starting November 2nd.
That's right. Oklahoma Spirit Tours, they do a lot of ghost tours, haunted Tulsa tours, all kinds of stuff up there. It's celebrating 17 years of those tours this year with a pretty cool situation. If you're into ghosts and you're into Christmas lights, it's basically a creepy Christmas light tour.
And that actually doesn't start until December.
Right, it doesn't. But there's still...
They have a ton of activities that happened before.
Right.
But this is a first come, first served situation, and they have limited availability due to the current health situation. So this is one of those things you're going to want to jump on, you're going to want to register early, or you're going to be sitting in a parking lot all by your lonesome.
No, wait. I feel like we got the cart before the horse. They're also doing a haunted pub crawl before that.
I was just saying in general, everything that's happening with them has limited availability this year.
I was looking at their calendar. They've sold out every event and tour that they've had scheduled for the fall And the fall really is September to October. So you definitely want to get those tickets. Now they're doing a lot of rescheduling. If you go to their website, and we'll talk about that later on the show, but they're rescheduling a lot of events. So this is they have a limited calendar, a limited number of tickets for sure.
Absolutely. So let's start off with the haunted pub crawls.
Yeah, I'm in.
Currently, their calendar for the month of November is sold out.
Yes.
So you're literally looking at just December. They may add something, so we're going to include a link to their website in the show notes. Mm-hmm. There may be some dates added here and there, so you want to keep an eye on it if it's something you're interested in doing. But the haunted pub crawl, currently the only date for the haunted pub crawl is sold out.
Yep.
But I'm hopeful that they're going to add more dates in.
Yeah.
With them selling out everything, the demand's got to be really high.
Yeah, and it's really cool, but they do want to say, if you do have tickets to that and you haven't looked at their website, buyer beware. It is BYOB. You are allowed to drink alcohol, but the Able Commission says they can't provide you any cocktails. So that's BYOB.
Like outside drinking?
Yeah.
Is that a thing? Do we do that now?
Yeah, we do. We do all kinds of stuff now. You should see the things I've seen done outside in a downtown environment after dark. There's a lot of drinking that happens.
Basically, though, this is a walking tour. Tur? It's a tour.
Is that like embroidered?
It's like embroidered. So on this walking tour, though, you're going to hear ghost stories around each pub that you attend, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And there's got to be a lot of history down there.
There is. I think Tulsa, there's no mistake. I mean, at one point, they regarded themselves as the original capital to Oklahoma, to Oklahoma. Take that part out. The original capital to Oklahoma. And we talked about it the last time we did a show about how rich the history is down there with Kane's Ballroom and everything else. There's just I don't know if you've ever walked downtown Tulsa. There's a lot of old architecture and buildings, and I don't know a lot of the stories firsthand, but I think it would be a hell of a good time.
Well, I'm always interested when I'm walking. Doesn't matter where I'm at.
Yeah.
But when I'm walking in a new area to me, I always want to know the backstory. I always want to know, how did this start? This was obviously not always
right.
Whatever it is.
Do you ever kind of, when you walk in small towns or older downtown areas, I sometimes just kind of close my eyes and you can hear the meep meep, like the Model A's puttering down the street, or you know what I mean? Like it just has this, it breathes so much energy and life and history. And then you add that with some Fireball whiskey. I'm sure that helps. It's a spirited adventure, right?
I remember I heard the story about this building. Something about a guy who he was fat. That's all I remember. It's a fat guy.
Fat guy, and he bring him presents every year at Christmas.
It's a fat guy building.
It's fat, where the old fat man was. But yeah, that sounds like a ton of fun, even though it's sold out.
So hopefully, like I said, they had a few dates.
Right.
But the reason we're here.
Yeah. To talk about the Creepy Christmas Tour.
The Creepy Christmas Light Tour. Get it
Tour.
straight.
Is it tour or tour?
Tour.
Really?
Tour.
Okay. Right. It's coming up. It starts December the 11th. They're running that through December 22nd. So you've got plenty of opportunities to partake.
I have questions about the date.
Why?
Why do you think they end it before Christmas?
Yeah, that's weird. Like most Christmas. Well, I don't know. That's a great question. Would you care to answer that, Tulsa Spirit Tours or Oklahoma Spirit Tours?
Jamie, can you check that out? Check that for us.
Yeah, Jamie, get in touch with Terry French up there and find out why it's only until the 22nd. But again, lots of folklore, Christmas stories.
Yeah, you're going to learn a lot of the more disturbing legends, traditions, the folklore and stories around Christmas.
Krampus.
Yeah, probably hear some Krampus stories.
Krampus or Krampus?
I think it's Krampus.
I don't think they say that over there. Krampus.
Well, probably don't say it like I say it, but I
Turs.
think that it's a cramp and not a crump.
Well, it's this is their 5th year to do the Creepy Christmas Light Tour. So what they also recommend, show up. They've got 2 tours. Okay, one of them starts at 6:30. The other one starts at around 8:15. So show up. You're going to ride a bus. You're not going to drive through this one. You'll have to ride a bus through this tour.
Yeah, one of the things I like though, they're playing creepy Christmas music, and the light display is gorgeous already.
Yeah.
So if you like things kind of twisted towards the dark side.
See, I don't know if you know this about me, but I have Halloween decorations that hang up year-round. I love Christmas. But I audibly said, for the first time, subconscious thoughts out loud, I'm kind of ready for Halloween to be over. Can we get to Christmas? I don't know why. I've already started playing Christmas music. TSO's been playing. I've been singing Christmas carols in the shower.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know what it is.
Is it the baby?
It's the baby. I think it's the baby. Yeah, last year I was like, I just want the world to end. This year, I just want to get to Christmas.
I just want him to open presents.
Whether he can or not. Look, son, you got a PS5. I guess I'll have to keep it till you're old enough. So yeah, but I do have twinges of darkness within my soul. And so I think this fits. This is a perfect way to kick off the Christmas season.
I'm going to share a stupid story.
Okay.
You remember the show Tales from the Dark Side?
Oh yeah, the intro scared the pee out of me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then it wasn't just me.
Right.
For some reason, that music and then everything turning to, what do they call that, where they flip the...
Yeah, I always thought it was like a negative.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, it scared me to death.
Dude, I was terrified of the beginning of that show.
Okay.
I don't know that I ever saw an episode that actually scared me, but the beginning scared the piss out of me.
The beginning etched in my mind. And another one, do you remember a show called Monsters?
Vaguely.
When it would start, it was kind of like this family of monsters that got around to sit on the couch and watch.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
That intro kind of scared me a little bit, too. I thought
Really?
I thought they were creepy. But yeah, Tales from the Dark Side, there are 2 intros that give you the willies for me. Unsolved Mysteries kind of does it a little bit, but Tales from the Dark Side, hands down, the scare. Like I said, I don't remember a single episode, but I remember every time. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah.
So my point for the story, and us going completely off on that tangent, is this seems like one of those events that the Tales from the Dark Side kind of reversal thought process makes perfect sense. Mm-hmm. Because you're taking something where Christmas is, happy, joy, elf stuff.
And adding some type of a dark mist
element to it
is
definitely appealing, I think, to a certain percentage of the population.
Now, what I do know is if you're looking for tickets, they still have tickets. They're running about $35 a piece.
Okay, so each one of these events, they're going to meet at Woodward Park.
Yeah.
The first one, like you said, around 6:30. The second one around 8:15. It is $35 a person. I think it's a hell of a deal.
I do too. And they always, I've heard a lot of really great things about, and not to cast any shade on ghost tours around here, because I've actually gone to a couple of the ghost tours here, but they really put it together up there. So I feel like for $35, you're getting a hell of a bargain. It's adding 2 of, I think, most people's favorites. I think that right there, you see that picture?
Yes.
That's Tales from the Dark Side.
Yes, 100% agree.
It adds 2 elements that I think most people can agree Halloween and Christmas are most people's favorite holidays.
Absolutely. So if you are interested in going to either one of these events or anything else that they've got scheduled, I think they're always doing something.
Always. Yeah.
Their website is tulsaspirittour.com, or you can call them on the phone, 918-694-7488. So, guys, things have been a little slim on the event calendars for us. We definitely need your input on what we're going to be doing for the next few shows. Of course, Christmas is coming up soon, so there's going to be lots of holiday activities that we're going to bring to you. But in the meantime, if you've got something that we're not aware of,
or if we're doing, if you see something, say something, tell us what we're doing wrong, tell us what we're doing right.
Absolutely.
So, as always, it is the Only in Oakley Homies show. As always, it's the Only in OK Show. I'm Brett.
And I'm Harley, and we are out of here.
Peace. So-and-so and such and such, where's our money at? Even if I have to lose a testicle, I'll probably... Turkey by itself is pretty bad until you start stuffing it with butter and garlic and stuffing. You know what I mean? Am I right? Speaking of turkey.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do a turkey this year, but I'm going to do it before Thanksgiving because it's like if you've never cooked one before, you don't want to go main event right out the bat. Don't you you got to do a dry run.
No, you don't.
You don't? You just go for it?
Yes.
Oh, man. I was thinking, I fall asleep by 8 o'clock. I can't do the 24-hour turkey. It's got to be just right. Pumpkin pie, it's kind of hard to screw that up.
Yeah.
They've got you can make a pumpkin pie with 5 ingredients for under $5. You could probably make a decent pumpkin pie. Pecan pie, man, it's trial and error.
Yeah, that's one of those, that's a skill that you have to hone. I don't think that people just come out of the gate making pecan pies.
Yeah. You like pecan pie?
I love pecan pie.
What's your crypto? What is in the holiday dessert category, if it's there, I'm eating
pecan pie.
Pecan pie.
Yeah. But I have been known on occasion to take a slice of pecan pie
and
I've been known on
occasion
of taking a slice of pecan pie, a layer of Cool Whip, a slice of pumpkin pie, a layer of Cool Whip.
Yeah, that's like I don't know what that is. It's like the Turkey Day Big Mac.
Yeah. But my big thing recently has been the day after Thanksgiving. I take all of the leftovers from Thanksgiving and roll them up and combine them and roll them up in croissants.
Oh, man. Yeah.
And bake them in the oven so that you have this cranberry turkey dressing.
Thanksgiving bites.
Yes.
Hang on a second. I'm going to go. So a pirate walks into the bar carrying a ship wheel.
See?
Bartender says, "Why do you have a steering wheel between your legs?" Pirate says, "Because it drives me nuts." No?
No.
What's a pirate's favorite movie rating?
R.
Wrong. He's kind of partial to the sea. All right, you ready to kick it?
Yeah.
All right.
Hunter came in the other day, comes into the living room, and he goes, "Dad, what do you use a semicolon for?" And I said, "I will be honest with you, the only thing that I use a semicolon for is to make a winky face in a Word document."
Right.
There's no other use. I couldn't tell you a proper usage of a semicolon to save my life. If I was reading the explanation from a textbook, I could not explain it to you.
See, I've been not chastised, but some grammar things I kind of, from my interpretation of a semicolon, it's the end. You can end a sentence, like if you want to end it saying, I don't know, the bear shits in the woods, semicolon, or in a cage. You know what I mean?
I don't think that's right.
You don't think it is?
That would just be a comma.
See?
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't need it. I've lasted 47 years without using a semicolon.
You never use it? What do you use in its stead? Just a comma?
I don't know what it's for, so
right.
I don't use it.
Mm-hmm. 3, 2, 1. So I was thinking, is there a reason? Did you preemptively stop me from cutting you off? I did. I was thinking, I know you don't like it, but why don't we do the Joe Rogan thing where, besides having 2.5 gajillion people listen to us, we could do that, where we do the intro to this is who's on the show, this is what we're going to talk about, then the, Joe Rogan Experience, podcast, and then
I'm going to be
honest,
I hate
you don't like that?
Joe Rogan's intro. For starters, starts off with 19 and a half minutes of advertisements.
Yeah, but, that's why he basically gets all of it for free. Did you upgrade to the Whoop app or whatever it is? The fitness app? thing?
Negatory.
Okay. Because that was a 10-minute ad. But here's the thing. If your product's going to be in front of 10 bajillion people, you better believe I'm going to talk about it for 10 minutes. You're paying me out the ass.
I'm not mad at the guy for doing it. I just don't like his intro.
Most people. Now, okay, here's an example of using something properly. But with the Joe Rogan podcast, you're in for a penny, you're in for a pound. 3, 2, 1.